Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, photo friends. Whoever's watching this, I hope you're having a beautiful Tuesday. And I am getting back to work. You'll see more videos from me from now on, hopefully. And I'm really excited to, just get back to things. And I'm sitting in my new space, filming with a new camera, trying to simplify things. So I'm not going to be as spend as much time finicking with things, and one of the reasons I wanted to redo my space, which I'm dropping a tour of tomorrow on the YouTube channel, is just having a space where I could just come out, set up, film basically wherever I want in this space. And you'll see that. I'm using my Fuji X-T4, new camera I got, which has great video, just with a Rode video mic on top. I at first was trying to figure out how to do a whole boom setup, but I realized that it's probably better for me to just have something simple and just have it on there. The audio quality is really good for what it is, and maybe it would be like 10% better if I got like my boom mic out here somehow, and who knows, maybe I'll set that up someday, but I like the ease of it. So what I wanted to do today, though, is just go through some of the photos in the Photography and Friends Facebook group. So if you're not aware, I teach online courses. That's probably what you know about me, at least. But anyone in our photography courses get access to a private Facebook group just for our students. And there are people posting amazing photos in there all the time. And so what I'm going to do is set a 5-minute timer and just go through as many photos as I can, because that is one of the feedback we often get the most, is we want more interaction from the instructors. So I'm making a promise to try to do that. So hey Siri, set a timer for 5 minutes and let's go.
Okay, 5 minutes and counting.
Thank you. All right, so let's get over to the group. All right, so over in this group, again, this is just for people who are in our courses. I'm just gonna go through the top ones. So if you posted a photo recently or had yours commented on, great. So Rahul Bansal, Eagle Eye. This is pretty dope photo. I don't know how you got this, if this was at like a zoo or something, but really great photo. The vignetting's pretty intense, definitely a style, but man, the colors, the eyes, perfectly sharp, great depth of field to get both the beak and the eyes in focus, really good. And as you can tell, 249 reactions, mostly likes, so that's pretty good. Monica Rosenberg, another animal photo. Animals are a great are great for us to take photos of. And let me make sure my timer is still going. Uh-oh. Yes, it is, but I'll go an extra minute because I'm futzing with it. I think the angle is a little bit, and the crop is a little off for me. I would probably crop it a little bit wider if you have that, or zoom out or back up or something, because I want to see the mouth in this sort of portrait side view. It is definitely an interesting idea. It's a little soft. I don't know if that was because the shutter speed was a little slow or just the aperture was so shallow. I would love to see you try this again, get a little bit wider, because you can't really see the details of the eye, which is really what portraits and even pet photography is all about, is getting those eyes, just like the one above of the eagle, makes it a lot more dynamic. But I would love to see more. And as you said, this is like your one of your first shots ever with an SLR, so amazing job. Congrats. Some more animal photos. These are pretty good. Michaela Dodds. I'm just gonna click to the one that I think is my favorite. Oh, that one's zoomed in, or a little bit wider, is a little bit out of focus. So that's the only thing about that one. Also, I would love to see the symmetry of the reflection in the water balanced a little bit more. So again, maybe tilted down or zoomed out. That one's pretty good. Good job. Maybe I might put your watermark in the bottom corner just so it's not as distracting up in the top. But great job. Wow, lots of pet photos. So maybe this is just going to be going through pet photos today. John Ryan, yes, we all use our pets as models for sure. What a great look. And it's kind of an interesting perspective looking up at the dog, because that does give them a little bit more power. And this is obviously a very powerful, strong dog. The look in his eyes, I can't tell if it looks like the focus is super sharp on the nose and on the eyes. It's a little soft, and that is definitely something that happens a lot, especially with animals with longer noses. Your camera focuses on the tip of the nose. So maybe a wider aperture or a wider depth of field with a higher f-stop, smaller aperture, and that might have helped. I love, thank you so much for posting this in the group. I love when people engage in the group and get other people to post their own photos, so continue doing that. I see all kinds of people posting their own pet photos, so John, I just want to say super big shout out to you. All right, let's get a non-pet photo. David Jeffrey. Oh, this is really beautiful. I love how you... I actually really like the edit. It's, let's see, I want to see the details. XT3, Fuji, what's up? Fuji fam. You used ND filter, so it's a little bit of a longer shutter speed, 60-second shutter speed. What I'm surprised about is that you don't seem to get too much shake or blur from the flowers, even though it was a longer shutter. Really creative stuff, and this is what I love about just people getting creative and making art with their photos, is that a lot of people will just like tilt up to the sky and try to get the stars, but actually having a subject in frame looks really, really beautiful. And just the lighting on these flowers is, I'm guessing that's coming from the moon, is really epic. And however you edit it, it looks pretty good. It's obviously at night, so you don't want it to be too dark. It does look like you maybe brought your highlights down a little bit. I'm gonna go for one more photo after this one, or one more person's post. But everything's a little bit muted, and that can sometimes happen when your highlights or your whites are brought down too far. Again, maybe that's a style, and of course it is at night, so there's not going to be a lot of highlights and whites. But I think I can kind of tell from the moon, even though you tried to bring down those whites. And sometimes when you get a photo, it's going to be blown out. There's going to be something in it that's completely overexposed, and that's just because that thing was too bright. And maybe even in real life, it was like overexposed. You're looking at the sun. It's hard. You can't expose to the sun really. And so with normal equipment, we'll say that. But great subject, great photos, really, really great photo. I'm gonna freaking love that. I don't know why you don't have more comments. And I'm gonna tag you guys in this video so you see. All right, now, oh great. We'll finish it on this portrait kind of photo. Sean Fisher shooting in New Mexico during a thunderstorm. The EOS R, nice. Yeah, this is really cool. I love the framing within the frame. We talk a lot about that in the photography masterclass in our composition section. Just this idea of like using natural frames to frame your subject. Now your subject is like right in the middle, and he's looking out, I guess, frame right for me. So maybe somehow framing him so he's a little bit more on the left. Maybe if you backed up, got a little bit to the right, that would have looked, or I don't know, actually, I'd have to be there to see how it, you might not have had any space. But I don't know, there's something about me, dead center isn't, it feels almost a little off balance that he's dead center, and that he's facing outward. But that being said, you were trying to get that frame I see, so maybe what I'm saying wouldn't have worked out at all. And just, it's probably Facebook. I'm sure it's Facebook. You have a beautiful camera, amazing camera, but the details, Facebook sucks at compressing photos because it looks a little bit not sharp for me, but that, and maybe like the background, this wall right here is in focus, but I think it's literally just Facebook's fault. So boo Facebook. But man, Sean Fisher, great stuff. So yeah, Wow, that was kind of a whirlwind, but I enjoyed this process. I didn't even get a sip of coffee in though. And so yeah, anyways, I hope you are enjoying the Photography and Friends group. If you're watching this elsewhere, like I mentioned before, just join any of our photography courses over on Udemy, on Video School Online, Skillshare, wherever you've joined the courses, you can get access to this group. And we do all kinds of things like weekly live streams, weekly photo adventures. We have a podcast, we've got contests, you can ask questions, all kinds of stuff. And just yesterday we opened up one-on-one coaching. So let me actually go over to that page really quickly if we have an extra second. I mean, it's up to me. I guess I have an extra second. The problem is my wife is being very nice to me and letting me come out here this morning and film because she is taking all 3 kids. All right, let's get to full screen. So if you go over to photographyandfriends.com, click on the coaching tab at the top, and it takes you to this page where you can choose your coach and your topic. And so Will and Sam have graciously opened up their schedules to allow to basically do one-on-one coaching or support with you. What you want to do is just pick the topic that's most related to what you need help with, or just go through them and it explains what it's all about. So portfolio review, for example, is us looking at your photos, or literally a portfolio of yours, like a website, your Instagram handle, and giving you feedback. Gear is about helping you with gear you already have or gear that you are thinking about buying, kind of helping you through that entire process. And then the last one about business and branding is about starting your own photo business, growing it wherever you need help in that process. You can choose 30 or 60 minutes. And once you sign up, there's a process for picking a time. We've tried to open up a variety of times so that wherever you are in the world, there should be a time available. If not, we can customize it to you. And everyone who signs up for a coaching call in August gets free access to our membership. So if you don't know, we have all of our courses hosted over on videoschoolonline.com. It's over 90 courses, over 25 photography specific courses, lots of great stuff, and you get all of those courses for free for an entire year for anyone who signs up for coaching. So it's a pretty epic deal. If you're thinking about getting our membership or about doing coaching, you get great bonuses with that. All right, well, enough chat. I hope you have a beautiful day, and yeah, tune in tomorrow to the YouTube channel because I'm going to be doing a complete studio remodel tour, so you can check that out. All right, talk to you later. Bye.